Yeah, raw milk is not the answer, unless you're a baby cow. However, what's really crazy is that so many of the things that have now become really bad for humans and led to lots of chronic disease has to do with our loss of community. And by loss of community, I mean, instead of relying on that which is local and only relying on fruits and vegetables when they're seasonal, we instead are relying on these huge corporate agricultural businesses that push pesticides, that are pushing way more meat than human beings are ever meant to eat, which is killing the planet, and growing things that are out of season and trying to grow things way more and not letting the land replenish itself, so you need tons of pesticides. It is, instead of doing what is natural and right and the way that humans lived for thousands of years before, relying on those locally around them in their community, it is large corporations trying to replace that, and as a result, over processing the food and the land and hurting the planet and us, our bodies, right? The amount of red meat that Americans consume on a daily, weekly basis is one of the things that's killing the planet, right? And if you think back, like, human beings weren't meant to eat this much meat. They weren't, right? And human beings didn't eat as much meat as they currently do up until, 50 years ago? Not even that long ago. And we think that it's always been this way. But no, it hasn't always been this way. And it's really, really interesting. It is all of the techniques that were really developed about 100 years ago to these mass industrialization and mass production techniques for food and packaging, canning and shipping. Those are some of the and making products available 24/7 and globally. But a lot of those techniques, yeah, sure, they benefited us in certain ways, but it is our overuse of those techniques that is now hurting the planet. Like, it is right now the beginning of apple season here on the East Coast in Maine, and I go to the store to get organic apples, and they're from Argentina. There's something not right about that, man.